Hey you, welcome to the channel and welcome to your practice. Today we are talking backbends. I'm not a natural and backbends is always out of my comfort zone, but today we try to be a bit playful, to build some trust and confidence, to lean backwards, to move in a place where we are backbending and build some space and some movement into those places. So grab a mat, 2 blocks and a strap, and let's get moving, shall we? Happy to see you here, and let's get rolling. Slowly come to your mat. We start seated. You can come onto your knees or come onto a block, and we directly grab our strap. Grab the strap, open it up, grab it a bit wider than shoulder width, pull the strap apart, and then bring it up. Gaze follows the strap. Bring it down again. Bring it up even a bit further. Bring it down again. Go deeper and deeper, maybe all the way behind your back. Hold. Pull the strap apart. Bring it back to the front. And then just try to create some depth here. Try to create some movement, some mobility. And go and flow and floss the shoulders here. Always great to do some shoulder actions, shoulder mobility stuff before we go into backbends, because a lot on the backbend is shoulder work, especially if you want to go into wheel, half wheel, circle wheel, all this stuff. So get moving here. Put the strap down, put it to this side. Directly grab your blocks, put them on the highest height at the top of the mat, bring your hands onto it, walk your knees, your feet back, arms long, back long. The upper legs are kind of perpendicular to the ground, and then just sink down, sink into your shoulders, let yourself hang out here, chill. There's no real activation you need here, there's no really something you need to pay attention to, just chill out. Give your body, your shoulders, your mind some space to sink into. And breathe. Turn to a natural, normal breathing pattern that calms you, that suits your mood right now. And then try to be a bit slower, a bit longer in your breathing style. Backbends for me is a lot about trust, self-confidence, trusting your abilities, your body, the space you're moving into. You give your nervous system the signal that everything is good, that you're calm, that you can move into space, that you can be here. So always try to calm your breath if you are in the backbend practice or if you are attempting backbends. Slowly come out of it. Set the blocks, set the strap up to the side. Come onto your hands and knees. Try to circle the shoulders over your hands for a few rounds, just in one direction, the other direction. Switch direction from time to time. Get grooving here. Get moving. Get the spine involved. Then bring the toes to the ground, push yourself up and back, downward facing dog, first one of today. Pedal out the feet, pedal out your legs, whatever you need. Take a moment. And slowly become static. Find your down dog. Inhale, roll to the front into your plank pose, vertebra by vertebra. When you arrive at your plank pose, knees sink down. Push your pelvis back. Your tailbone is flicking up. You push your bum to your heels. And then press up again, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll to the front. Try to have like a cat pose style back when you roll to the front. Knees sink down. Kind of cow pose. Push yourself back to the heels and up. Downward facing dog one more time. Roll to the front, cat pose back. Knees down, cow pose back, and push yourself back and up. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right up, right leg up to the sky, step to the front, outside of your right hand, let your right foot land. Inhale, right arm up to the sky, twist open for a moment. Inhale, exhale. With the next exhale, your right arm is diving under your left arm. You walk to the long side of your mat, sink down in a wide forward fold for a brief moment. And then sit down to your left heel, Skandasana to the back of the mat. Sink as far down as you can. Always support yourself with your hands if you need to. Try to keep your heel on the ground and try to work into your hips, not into your foot. So use your hands. It's that easy. Bring the hands to the back of the mat. Gaze switches to the back of the mat. Right heel length, right knee length. Come on up. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Arrive in your Anjani. Breathe here. Find length in your upper body. Now, attention. Your hands open. The left arm is pulling to the back. The right arm stays up. Left hand wants to reach your right heel, your right calf, whatever. You don't need to reach it. Just try to find connection. If you are comfortable with it, lean back and grab your heel, your calf. And we are combining a twist with a backbend here, which feels quite nice actually. Take your time here. Breathe into it. And then release. Bring the right hand to the ground again. Both feet swivel around, come onto the outside of your feet. All the toes point to the left side of your body. Inhale, left arm pulls up. High horizon lunge. Stay here for a moment. And then left arm under your right arm. Walk to the front of the mat. Both hands land. Right foot steps back. Full push up. Knees land. Push yourself to the heels. Gaze forward. Forearms land. Pull yourself to the front and up. Upward facing dog. Roll back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, step to the outside of your left hand. Inhale, left arm up. Twist open. Left arm dive through. Walk to the long side of the mat. Wide forward fold for a brief moment. Sit to your right heel. Use the hands as support as needed for your Skandasana. Find it. Stay here. Ground yourself. Find the depth you want. And then bring the hands to the back of the mat. Swivel around. Gaze to the back. Inhale, come up, Anjaneyasana. Same thing here. Left arm stays reaching up. Right hand pulls to your left heel, left calf. Maybe find something. Maybe you lean backwards. Open up the spine. Open up the back. And breathe here. Breathe. Allow yourself being here. And then release. Bring the left hand to the floor. Both feet swivel around, come to the outside of your feet. Right arm is pulling upwards. High horizon lunge. Right arm dives through. You walk to the front of the mat. Both hands plant. Step back. Vinyasa. Full push up. Knees land. Push yourself back to your heels. Gaze to the front. Pull yourself low and to the front. Upward facing dog. Awesome. Roll back. Downward facing dog. Walk both hands to your feet. Let yourself hang for a moment in a forward fold. Knees can be bent, knees can be straight, whatever feels right for you right now. Give yourself some time and space for breathing, for being, for existing. Slowly roll up into a standing position. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. Center yourself. Come onto your toes. Rise up. Become taller. Find center, find balance, find focus. And slowly sink down to the heels. Your upper body is staying as straight as possible. Take your time. Just bend your knees. Sit lower, 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 lower. And then someone find the heels. Stay here. Keep the balance. And slowly lower your knees to the front. Lower them. They land. Attention here now. The pockets of our pants are pulling forward first, then our upper body is following. So pocket of the pant is pulling forward, we stay engaged, and then everything is pulling upwards. We are doing a trustful. Here now we are going backwards. So we activate our hip flexors, our glutes, and we lean backwards. We can cross the arms in front of our chest if we want to, gaze slightly up, and then we are trying to eliminate the back bend here and have the engagement in our legs. Lean backwards. Back, 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 back. And come on up again. Sit back to your heels. Remove the knees from the floor again. Come into your toe stand. And drop the heels again. Forward fold. Roll all the way up. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, center your hands in front of your heart. Awesome. Come onto your toes. Find balance. And then sit down to the heels in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find your toe stand. Same thing here. We lower the knees. Slow, steady, controlled. They land. Hands of the pocket is pulling forward. Then the upper body is following. Sound effects help. Cross the arms in front of your chest. Lean backwards. Engage your glutes. Engage your hip flexors. Lean back. Come on up again. Sit back to the heels. Remove the knees from the floor. Ground your heels. Fold forward. Forward fold. Roll up. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. Same thing again, last time. Come onto your toes. Become a giant for a moment. And sit down to your heels in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find your heels. Knees land in slow motion in front of you. All right, we are going to attempt circle camel. If you're not comfortable with camel or not comfortable with circling in camel, come into a normal camel preparation. Bring your hands to your ribs as high as possible and then engage the hip flexors again and try to lean over your thumbs, your hands, and find a slight back bend here. If you want to circle into camel, come on up. And then we are starting with the right side. So the right arm is going up. Inhale, right hand is reaching backwards, finding your right heel. Left arm is pulling up, and behind you, the gaze maybe follows the hand. And then the left hand lands on your left heel. We remove the right hand, it's pulling to the front, describing a big circle upwards and backwards. Bring the right hand to your heart. Bring the left hand to your heart. Come on up again. First side, first round. You get the movement, you get the groove with more rounds into it. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. It's reaching backwards, it's reaching for your left heel behind you. Right arm is pulling up. Gaze follows the hand. Arm is rotating further. It's catching your right heel. Left hand removes, pulls to the front upwards and backwards and lean back. Push your hips forward, your chest up. And then bring the left hand to your heart. Right hand follows. Upper body's coming up. 2 rounds, both sides. And let's get grooving. Inhale, right arm up. It's pulling back, finding your right heel. Left arm is pulling up, leaning backwards. Chest, hip flexors pushing to the front. Left hand, find your left heel. Right arm is pulling up. You're reaching back. Gaze follows the hand. Hand to your heart. Left hand follows. Upper body follows. Left arm is pulling up. It's grabbing a circle, finding your left heel. Right arm is pulling up. Finding your right heel. Left hand removes. Reaches back, lean back, gaze follows, hand to your heart. Come on up. One more round, both sides. Inhale, right arm up, circle, find your heel. Left arm up, circle, find your heel. Right hand up and circle, reach backwards. Right hand to your heart, left hand to your heart. Come on up. Left hand up, circle, find your left heel. Right arm up and circle. Find your right heel. Left hand removes, reach backwards. Left hand to your heart. Right hand to your heart. Bring your back of the feet to the ground. Sit back onto your heels. Find the straight engagement of your upper body. Feel the straight posture of your upper body. You probably already feel kind of opening of your back, which is quite nice, and you feel taller, you feel like you can breathe a bit better, which is the nice thing about back bends. We will continue flowing, so bring the hands to the top of the mat, step your toes down and push yourself up and back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step to the front. Come on up, high lunge. Both hands pull to the front. Left hand stays to the front and we open up our bow. The right hand is pulling backwards. Arches lunge. Same thing here, like in the Vinyasa. Left hand pulls up, right hand pulls back to or towards your left heel in some way. Stay here for a moment, stay engaged. Keep the balance. Bring the left hand to the ground. Roll to the outside of your left foot. Right foot steps over you. Lands behind you. Left foot is getting parallel to the right foot. Sit down for a moment and push yourself up again. Half wheel. Right arm is pulling over you. The left shoulder's over your left wrist. Open up your shoulders. Push the hips to the sky. Right hand to the floor. Step back. Downward facing dog. Left leg is pulling up. Exhale, step to the front. Come on up, high lunge. Arms pull up. Both hands pull to the front. We open up our bow. Right hand stays to the front. Left arm, left hand is pulling backwards. Arches lunge. Lean backwards. Left hand maybe lands on your right leg behind you. Right arm is pulling upwards. Lean back. Find the twist. Find a slight back bend. And slowly let the right hand land. Roll to the outside of your right foot. Left foot steps over you, lands behind you. Right foot steps parallel to it. Then push yourself up. Half wheel. Pay attention that your right shoulder is over your right wrist. Left arm is pulling over you. You open up your chest, pushing the hips to the sky. Come back to the middle, downward facing dog. Locate your strap, step to the front or to the middle of your mat, does not matter. Collect your strap, come on up to a standing position. Alright, we will use the strap to open up our back further, go into another back bend in a standing position. So we start with the right side. Open up the strap, put the strap into your right hand, open the right hand, put the strap into the hand, step into the strap with your right foot. Then we bring our weight into the left foot and the right foot is going to the back. We circle our right arm upwards, the right elbow is pulling upwards, and the left hand is also reaching for the strap. Walk your hands further down the strap. My strap is very short, so I don't have so much room to walk down. And then kick the foot into the strap. Your hands are pulling on the strap, and if you want, you can lean forward. Does not really matter if you lean forward, but if you feel like you have some space and some activation to move it, to do good or to do it, feel free to do it. Pay more attention and kicking into the strap and pulling on the strap. It's a great way to open up your lower back and also your triceps. Also, this pose gets you really focused because you need to focus on all those things and the balance, which is kind of fun and kind of hard. Slowly release. And we switch sides. I'm dripping. I hope you are good. Open up your left hand. Both ends of the strap land in your left hand. Close the left hand. Left foot steps into the loop. Center your weight on your right foot. Left foot is going backwards. Arm is pulling up, circling around you. Right hand is also reaching for the strap. Maybe you can walk downward the strap. The right foot is starting to kick into the strap. You're pulling on the strap. And then if you want, lean forward, find a focus point in front of you where you can center all your focus on. And be here, breathe here. Find integration, find balance, find stability, find calmness. Slowly release. Let the strap land, let the foot land. Let the strap land on a safe place on the side of the mat. Step to the front of the mat. Feet kind of hips width apart. Roll your chin to your chest. Roll downwards as far as you want. Then roll up again. Spinal waves, thumb round. Just to feel the spine. Wave down, wave up. Roll down, wave up, roll down. Explore some depths, explore some areas of interest here. And then slowly come back to the middle. Step the feet kind of mat width apart. Sit down to your malasana, your yogi squat. Find it. Arrive here. You can wiggle around here to create some space, to find some space, some fun, some depth, some whatever you feel like. We are moving to circle wheel from here. So if you've never done circle wheel, maybe watch the first round. We start with half circle for some rounds, and then I will try to explain the full circle, and you can try it if you want to, if you feel comfortable with it, but you don't have to. You can also continue with half circle wheel. For half circle wheel, we plant our left hand behind you, and we push our knees forward, we push the hips upwards. So we do the same as we've done in the wild thing, which we complemented to this position here. So we push our hip upwards, knees forwards, right hand is pulling over us, and we are on our toes mainly. This would be a half circle wheel in the left hand. Then we circle back to Malasana. Directly switch to the other side. The right hand plants behind you. You push your knees forward, hips up. Left arm is circling over you, pulling to the back. Come back to the middle Malasana. Directly switch to the other side. Half circle wheel. Find the flow. Switch to the other side. Right hand. Half circle wheel. Malasana left hand. Malasana right hand. Malasana left hand. Back to Malasana right hand. Come back to the middle. If you want to explore full circle wheel, that means we put down both hands and directly circle to the other side. So we are describing a full circle and not going back to the middle before that. For this, it is important that you have full control over the movement. You push your knees forward and don't try to rush it. Don't try to fall into it. Have control, have integrity in the movement. So we plant the left hand behind us. It is important that we are moving over the outside of our hand. So we are not fully planting our hand. We are moving outside on the outside of our hand. So left hand plants behind you, outside of the hand lands. Fingertips pull almost to the middle. We push our knees forward, hips up, and then the other side of the right hand is landing and we move to the other side. So we are moving over the outside of our hands directly to the other side, outside of our right hand land. Fingertips point to the middle. We push our knees forward, hips up, outside of the left hand lands, and we circle to the other side, directly left side. As I said, you can try it. You can also stick with half circle wheel, both fun, both good options to have some activity or active movement for the backbends. And then come back to the middle, sit down, roll your spine, your back to the ground, find your breathing, maybe bring the soles of your feet together, let the knees splay open, find Supta Baddha Konasana. Keep the natural curve of your spine. Feel your heart beating, your breathing going. Half circle, full circles. Get the heart rate up very quickly because we are moving our legs a lot. We have a lot of activation in our legs, which is fun. And it's a nice way to explore the backbends. And also feels good for the spine. Last two backbends of the day. Bridge, wheel, whatever feels right for you. I will cue wheel in the first one, but you can also go into bridge if you want to. Push your feet into the ground. Your fingertips can reach for the heels. Hips pushing upwards. The hand land beside your ears. Fingertips point towards the front. And then come onto the crown of your head. Push your chest more to the back of the mat. And then push everything up. Try to push your chest through. Straighten your legs as good as you can. Push your hips up to the sky. Be here. Breathe here. It is important that you have a calm breathing pattern here to signalize your nervous system that it's fine to be here, that you can stay here, that you're allowed to be here, that your body is capable of being here. Release. Think down, let everything go. Just chill, just exist. As I said, you can also go into bridge, you can also go into camel pose, whatever feels right for you. We come to the second round, the last active pose of the day. Fun way that I'm exploring backbends at the moment is from camel pose actually. If you're stiffer in your backbends, this is the easier one, but it needs some trust and some curiosity and some open mind to go into it, because you're leaning backwards. If you want to try it, but you can also go into other options. If you want to go from bridge into wheel, you activate your hip flexors and your glutes, you lean backwards like we've done in the trust fall, hands reach backwards, and as you can see, the floor behind you, your hand land, you push yourself up into your wheel pose. Hold your wheel. And then you can go all the way back. Again and up. And then sink down. Come into your back. Set the feet down, mat width. Let the knees bump to the middle. Let the arms land. Let your breathing come down. Put your knees to your chest. Open up the arms. Let your knees fall to the left side. Stack the knees. Very easy twist to finish the practice. To get the spine neutral again. Back to the middle and let the knees fall over to the right side. Come back up and find Savasana. Let the legs land. Let your body get heavy. Close your eyes. Find relaxation. Find a place of equanimity. Your breathing slows down. Your mind empties. Your muscles relax. Your inner world is getting quieter. Just try to exist. Please feel free to stay in your Shavasana as long as you want, as long as you need to. We explored a lot of ways to go into backbends today. Different ways, active ways, dynamic ways, and ways with our props. And maybe you can take something with you into your own practice, or something help you on your way. As I said, backbends are always a step out of my comfort zone, and maybe it's the same for you, and it's quite nice and quite good for your mind, for your self-growth, to step out of your comfort zone from time to time. I hope you had some fun with it. I hope to see you on the mat very soon again. Thanks for your time and energy. Peace out. Your Tobi.